Earlier today, we wondered what was going on. We saw a runner, or my dad saw a runner on the highway, and as we started this hike, apparently it was a 100-kilometer run, which I believe translates to 62 miles. And what baffles me is they're doing all of that in one day. Ultra marathoning, in my opinion, is a little bit insane. Just a bit. I'm on the second peak pretty much. This altitude gets kind of hard to breathe, at least for me. Out there is Waldo Lake. It's a rather large lake. As you can see, the trees a tad bit. It goes even further than that, like over to there. Large mountain. I think that over there, that small nub, was Charlton Butte. Can't be certain, but I think it was. I don't think you can see from here, but no. Charlton Butte is right there. As you can see, all the trees are dead, which makes camping up there a bummer. I'll continue this when I get to the third peak. So we made it to the top of Twin Peaks. We were going to climb Charlton Butte, but Charlton Butte was toasted by fire. All the trees were dead, so we decided to climb Twin Peaks instead. As you can see, the mountain has 3 peaks pretty much, but 2 prominent ones. I guess this could be considered the third peak. That's the first one, and that's the highest one. Yeah, it's a little bit harder than the last hike we were on. The last hike we were on was about a 5 or 6 mile hike, but it was flat. I'll get some footage tomorrow of the steep area coming up here. It literally took me about 30 minutes to climb this 30-minute area. I don't know if you can see, but you can't quite see him. Jimmy's back there behind us. With the lighting on this camera, you can't quite see that well. But I'll get some more footage when we get to the very top, which is a few hundred yards away.
Kind of a dip in there. That's
right there-ish.
Found Lake is down there in that shadow, where that pointed shadow is.
Huh.
Found Lake.
Pointed shadow. What's that lake way down there?
That's Crane Prairie Reservoir, the best fishing in Oregon, according to all fishermen.
What's that lake?
That's Wickiup Reservoir.
Wickiup.
That's Davis Lake.
And Davis Lake.
There's Davis Mountain.
Davis Mountain.
Between it.
Is Davis Mountain higher than this?
No. Huh. There's, over there is Hamner Butte. That's 7,098
Don't let him trip you.
Over there, the butte in the foreground.
You can aim it. Take it off my hand. You gotta put your hand on the lens.
The butte in the very foreground, we believe is...
We're right here.
There you are. Where are you guys going? Right here. Hold on. There's Charlton Butte.
Another peak, are we?
Hold on.
It's perfectly good back here.
There's
Man.
Cultus Mountain in the immediate middle ground. In the far background.
You can zoom in with the plus button if you hold on the plus button.
Aim.
Hold up on the plus button. Whoops. Don't let him trip you.
And right in the far background, that volcano type looking mountain far back there, right in the middle of the frame, that's Mount Bachelor, the famous ski area. The best skiing in all of the Northwest, according to skiers. Just to the left in the middle of the frame there, Broken Top, where Bend gets its water. To the left of that, the famous South Sister, my favorite mountain of all.
I can't even
And the
see it.
two skinny peaks just to the left of the South Sister are Middle Sister, the real pointed one just to the left, and the one behind it to the right, North Sister,
Which one is South Sister? I can't even.
the rounded one.
Right in
What's that
front of
real
us?
pointed Mount Three Finger Jack?
Three Finger Jack is the pointed one in the far distance.
Zoom in.
Let's
You have to press
zoom.
hard. You have to press hard. Oh, it's already fully zoomed in.
Oh, and then Mount Washington.
Mount Washington. Then far, far in the background, way far away, Mount Jefferson.
Oh, that real tall one.
Yeah, that's the second highest mountain in Oregon, 10,500.
Is that
Hey.
is that a harder hike than South Sister?
Yes, it is. It's very difficult on the top.
That's Hidden Lake.
That's Charlton Lake.
Where's Hidden Lake?
Hidden Lake is that's Charlton Butte there, the close one.
Oh, I thought that was Charlton Butte.
Here you can.
I'm back
Well,
with
let's
it.
go back. Hamilton.
I'm good. Anything to say for the vlog, Jimmy?
And for the what?
Vlog, a video log. I'll be putting it on YouTube.
Oh boy.
What'd you think about this hike to begin with?
For you guys, it was a piece of cake. For me, I'm an old man. It was a death
God.
march.
It took me about 30 minutes to go up that last push-up over there.
Well, I saw the Cinder Hill, and I said, "Hey, we're almost there." And then I looked.
When he
We
was-
had another half mile to
Yeah.
go.
I started walking up that steep part, and then like I go about 30 yards, stop and take a rest for a minute. Go 30 yards, stop and take a rest for a minute. It's pretty
I was in
pretty grueling. What do you think about it, Dad?
I thought this was a moderate to easy hike as far as difficult hikes go in the mountains.
breathtaking.
But it's a breathtaking view because this is smack
This-
dab.
You
in
can
the
see
very
a
middle.
lot.
This is
from
the
here.
middle of the
This is almost as good
Cascades.
as what's that? Pike's Peak? What is that? Pliny Peak.
I don't know if I want to sound like a wuss, but I think this was a lot harder than Bonnie Lake.
Oh, is uphill more.
Because Bonnie Lake was ridiculously flat. This is uber steep like the entire way.
That lady at the very beginning said, "Just your mind, it's all uphill."
She said that?
Right, way back at where all those horses were.
As you can see, Waldo Lake is a huge lake.
Harassed comment.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but that mountain right in between the trees, the very far one, is called Mount Thielsen. What'd you say it was called, Dad?
The lightning rod of the Cascades.
The lightning. It's called the Lightning Rod of the Cascades.
9,150 feet and gets struck by lightning more than any other mountain.
Wouldn't that ruin rocks getting struck by lightning? How big did you say the top of the mountain was, Jimmy, of Mount Thielsen?
Oh, Jack Jensen's hit. It's about
The top of the mountain is about as big as the hood of a car.
yeah.
Why would
Only
you
three
want to
people
climb
go up
that
it.
mountain?
Plus the one
When
side,
you're blowing hard, you do not want to stand up. You want to stay down on all fours.
the east side is 1,300 feet straight down.
2,300.
I think that's when it pays to be G.I. Joe and just have like a portable hang glider.
So that's Waldo.
Waldo Lake, everyone.
That fire. That's the Charlton Lake fire.
Charlton Butte fire.
I thought that was Charlton Butte, the burnt one.
I think it is, but this closer one was actually higher. I'm not sure which one. It's right next to Hidden Lake.
Okay, yeah,
We're setting up the tent,
yeah.
fellow subscribers. I'm gonna ask you guys, what place do you think is flatter?
I don't want to see some guy New Jersey looking at me.
Continuing the sunset. It's looking pretty nice right now. Little sun glare in the lens. I don't know if that's going to degrade the quality, but it looks pretty nice. It's got a cool clouds. It looks like some kind of like... It's like... I don't know if you guys can see this, but our tent collapsed in the middle of the night. And you probably can't see that, but I've been awake since about 1 in the morning because I couldn't sleep.
There's Maiden Peak straight there. Just on the far, far, far distance, that rounded top is Mount McLaughlin.
Just keep going.
Then this pointed one is Mount Thielsen, the lightning rod of the Cascades, Cowhorn.
That's Mount Shasta.
Then farther yet is Mount Bailey, and then the large one in the foreground here is Diamond Peak.
Forgot to record it, but this was that steep part on the way up.